And with Crispy Noodle Hair, we are live.
Crispy noodle hair.
Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Live at the Workbench with Paul and Brian. But wait a minute, Paul's not here. Who's here?
Some guy.
This guy, Mr. Andy Tubbs.
'Tis I.
You may know him as the modeler Backstept, a force to be reckoned with.
A force for good, I hope.
Oh, of course, but still, reckoning. Hey, yo, Mr. Alex Dedoof in the chat. What?
I gotta restart my
I thought you
YouTube app.
I
There
thought
we
you
go.
guys were buddies. Is there still hard feelings? Or you were lamenting the YouTube app, I'm sure. Where's Paul?
My chat wasn't updating.
No, not good. Paul is dealing with homeowner issues. So he is on hiatus this evening. We're lucky enough to be joined by Mr. Andy Tubbs, Backstept.
Getting a sense of deja vu.
Because I keep saying the same lines over and over again. Alright. Putty.
Good morning, Alex.
Yes, good morning. What's for breakfast today? Ah, yes, there it is, the patootie head. The pet names start coming out.
I printed that meme out and stuck it to the wall in my office.
Nice.
I get a kick out of it every time I look at it.
Here we have Alex eating eggs and bacon.
Classic.
Got any starch with that, homeboy? Or is it just protein? He's like, starch. Yeah, I ate some of the nest that the hen was in. What? Sounds more like fiber.
I gotta figure a better way to hook this backpack on.
Oh, that's the 03 backpack for modding into the Thunderbolt.
Yep. Or it's the 04.
The 04.
I don't know how different they are. I haven't looked at it in a while.
That's a good
It's
question.
Got round pegs, square holes. I don't necessarily want to drill holes in the Thunderbolt Gundam. So I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but I took some styrene rod and cut a section out of it so the flat part would fit into the slots on the Thunderbolt Gundam.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
It works, but it's not perfect.
Nothing's perfect till it is.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
It's like I used to say to the kids back when I used to do skateboarding all the time. Every trick looks like shit until you get good at it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the shoulder's super loose because it broke.
Oh, right. And then
This part's
it.
really wobbly.
You fixed it, right? Mr. Fix It?
Yeah. I was thinking about getting the metal parts for it.
Usually pretty cool. But?
My fix is okay for now.
Cool.
Alex needs more fiber.
Needs more bird nests. Bird nest. All right, I'm almost through this. Here, I did some work on this chassis. I added these, which you probably can't see because they don't want to pick up in the light. Trying to see it. Oh, dude. Like these radiators I made for the front. You can't really see because
I can barely see it, but I can imagine it looks awesome.
That's okay. Let's get some greebly bits on the side here, and ended up putting some of the skirt armor on the bottom, plugging in some plates, and just kind of getting a feel for it, starting to flesh it out. And Alex says in the chat that he hasn't touched Gunpla in ages, and I agree with you, Alex. You have not touched Gunpla in ages. What is going on? Please have a sit on my couch. Tell me your problems. In chat.
How do you feel about that?
Or I can throw you a link and you can pull you in, but then we'd lose our only viewer. Oh, and there's a couple people viewing. Cool.
I see 4.
I have 5, but that probably includes me.
Interesting. YouTube does weird things.
Yeah, only always. So yeah, well, let's think. Let's talk amongst ourselves here, Andy. The last one, busy Gunpla room, is still not set up, of course. What the last one that Alex was working on was that gym, right? Well, he had the Dan board, but
Yeah.
for some reason the Dan board project got spoiled.
I'm going to regret that for a long time.
Yeah, no, I think it's okay.
I'm going to give Stephanie a call.
Stephanie!
See if she's awake.
And yeah, it was the gym. Yes. Oh, how much is left in the Japan series, Alex? I knew you were on what? You did 5 so far that I have seen. Unless I'm mistaken. Fabricating one in my head. I'm sorry, this is very uninteresting live content right now. I'm just filling in putty on these customized legs I'm making. This is a regular low-grade carbon steel wax carver that I'm using to push this putty into the cracks and the crevices here. I have a whole bunch of them that I use for all sorts of things. The particular one I'm using right now has this, there it is, a nice curve on it and a good flat blade on the back end. So I can get around this custom resin component here and squoosh the putty where I want it squooshed. Wait a minute, you've done 10 videos from the last time you were in Japan? Or you're going to have 10 total? I'm a little bit confused. wow, it dissolved the
I have
marks.
returned.
Wow. Okay, be careful. Part A of the epoxy putty, no, part B of the epoxy putty here, this epoxy sculpt will take the lines off of your putting mat.
Oh man.
You have been warned.
That's a lot of videos. I've been enjoying those.
Yeah, it's a buttload.
Stephanie should be in here shortly.
Oh, making it lively.
Always.
I am almost done with this.
I really love how she's into my hobbies. I mean, she's not as into the building, but she always likes to hang out.
Yep, that's a good thing. I've gotten Colleen quite a few kits. She's okay with building them. She's kind of into it. She tried putting together one of those. Aren't they like Nekabuso, the kitty cat kits?
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
It was no instructions essentially, and it was very not intuitive for someone who wasn't versed in that kind of stuff like we are, and so it was met with some frustration. Understandably so. Plug some more holes. What the hell? The music got a weird sample.
I should read the instructions.
Usually helps. Usually. I often refer back to instructions. How did that come apart? I don't remember how that came apart. I'll just ham fist something and break it. Not on purpose, just being me.
Stephanie's here.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't say uh-oh. I would
I'm
say
kidding.
yay.
Of course you would.
So Sunday night we were up at Stephanie's parents' cabin, in the Adirondacks, and you could see all of the stars.
That is rad. Used to get that out in Iowa. Obviously different sky, all the same.
Yeah.
Impressive.
We think we saw the SpaceX Starlink
Sweet.
chain of satellites going over. About 60 of them all in a row. When they first went up, I guess they were pretty close together, but we saw a bunch of them over a few minutes.
Cool. Yeah, it's a lot. Both of you guys had the same mentality. Let's see if I can stay awake. Is that what your guys' challenge is when you date? When you're out on your dates, you're like, all right, let's see if we can make it through dinner.
Yes.
All right, whoever stays awake doesn't have to pick up the tab.
It's more like whoever falls asleep last has to get the leftovers put away.
Oh, that is definitely important.
Yeah. We don't go out too often, which I don't mind.
Nothing wrong with that. I rarely go out with my wife, so. But we cook dinner together every night.
Yeah, we fall asleep watching shows often.
Usually ends up being where we'll sit down and I will like hit the like sleepies from eating. I'll get like all drowsy and I'll doze off for whatever, half hour to 2 hours, and then I'll wake up on the couch like, oh my gosh, I slept for so long, and I'll come and I'll sit down at the workbench and I'll be at the workbench for 30 minutes, and then I'll look in there and she'll be asleep while she was awake the whole time I was asleep. It's like a trade. Nice. Hey, you got sirens on your end this time, not me.
Yeah.
It'd be nice when we get like a advanced smart technology where your TV will monitor you while you watch it, and it'll remember where you last paid attention to the show.
Oh,
And
that's
it
creepy.
just start it up again from where you last left off.
Knowing corporations, they'd probably figure out a way to use that to sell ads.
Oh yeah. All right, there. We're done. Time to switch bills. Putting it back together. Got a nice little spread of legs here. They're looking fairly crustacean-like. Cool. Very, very
Watch out, Alex has egg farts.
well. He's in South Korea, so we should be safe over here in New York.
Yeah.
So classy, Alex.
No comment.
No comment. Sorry, you're in the doghouse still. boss is mad at you.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? Stephanie's not mad at me. Hey!
The annoying part about keeping the camera in my face,
Oh, you.
desk here, is I end up working out of view of the camera.
Yes, I am all too familiar.
Gotta scooch up to the desk.
Yeah, I ended up getting a taller chair, and that helped me sit a little bit more over the desk or the bench. Live from the workbench with Paul and Brian minus Paul plus Andy.
Yeah, August 3rd is coming up.
That's a handful of days after my birthday.
Mine
And yours too. That's a good one. Think. Oh, nope. Got another one. Muddy. Let's get muddy. Let's see, because it looks like a poo-poo.
Where did it go?
Where did it go home? Ooh, That was for Alex. New Jersey.
Apparently, I'm still a patootie head.
Well, you know. Everybody has to have goals, things to aspire to.
Yeah.
Mom always said I should be the best, so I'm the best patootie head I can.
I don't know if we both could fit in a doghouse. If we could, it's probably a pretty nice doghouse.
I've seen some pretty luxurious dog houses. Oh, you guys. Now you got me yawning.
My apologies.
That's not your fault. Blame you, my
Yeah, that's how they build them in New York.
Fred's house is a giant dog house. Oh, it was. Now it's just a human house with cats.
I miss that old boy, and I never even met him.
Yeah, I miss the shit out of him too. I know you didn't say that, but I miss the shit out of him. All right. I'm going to go over across the room real quick and grab this box. I'll be right back. Swap. Swap. All right. Oh, what's in February's Hobby Japan? Some tanks.
Is that one of them fancy books?
Yeah, it's February 2019's Hobby Japan.
Awesome.
Yeah, they sell them at Midtown Comics, the city. And I got one before my vacation, and then when I came back, I wanted to get another one, and I went in, and they weren't where I originally saw them. Asked then one of the helper type people there, and he was just like, head scratching. I don't know. If they were there, they'd be there. I was like, all right. So the next time I went in, I found that they had moved them to the upstairs with all the gunpla, which makes sense.
Yeah, kind of does.
And I was able to dig through them and pick out the ones I wanted. So this one's pretty cool. It's got this poster of the victory for Ka in it. And some nice art for the Nero trainer.
Huh. That's fancy looking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, these mags are good just for their general modeling. Oh, look, there's the GBWC winner. Looks better that way.
I just noticed your camera is mirrored.
You just noticed my camera's mirrored.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Double check that. If it is, I can change it. Oops. That's not right. This way.
I didn't notice it for a while because
Oh, hey, it is mirrored. What the heck?
on the Hangout screen, mine is mirrored,
Yeah,
but
something
on
happened.
the
I've
YouTube
been
it's fine.
I've been messing with the this way. Is that right?
Looks better now.
That's still. I'm behind on the viewing screen. There it is. Perfect. How did it do that, I wonder? So bizarro. There we go. All right. Well, I need to drag my head back over to the other side again. Oh, yikes. All right, it might not let me do that right now.
Whoa!
What did I move my? There we go. Look, I'm flying over here now. That's where I wanted it to be. That's where it was supposed to be all along. Yeah, it's pretty tight. This RGM 109 heavy gun. Ooh. Very nice. All right, nothing. All right, Supernova, we meet again. What am I building now? Head. Building some arms. I can build arms. I have the power. Alex must have wooed my moving around with my screens. No. Good. If you had XSplit, Alex, you too could make your image dance around the screen. A little bit of sake. Well, not tighten. Literally. There we go. All right. With my trusty nippers at my side, and my USA Gundam nippers as my backup.
How's those working out?
I like them. They don't, from what I heard, and I agree with it. Um, they don't make the absolute most perfect cut down to the surface. It but doesn't gouge, which is nice. And or I haven't had any issues with them gouging yet, like it grabbing and running with the material. So the cut is really clean, and it just requires the teeniest little bit of cleanup, which is great, as opposed to my usual go-to, the Tamiya 123s. So I am a fan of them, and I will get them again when these ones go bye-bye. I recommend it.
I might get a pair when my Gundam Planet ones go out. But these serve me well.
Yeah, I want to get over there, the actual store, and just say, yo. I know it's a lot easier for me to do than you, sure.
Yeah, it'd be quite a drive for me.
It's still like an hour for me to drive there if I were to drive. And then I got to rent a car, of course, because I don't own a car.
I did enjoy the drive out to Wayne, New Jersey for MosquitoCon.
Yeah, the drive out wasn't bad. The drive back sucked because of the traffic situation for me, but it was a good event. I will say I had a blast.
I got home very late.
I can imagine. You got home later than me, obviously, right? Takes you what, 4 or 5 to get up there, right?
Yeah, about 4.5 hours.
Oh my. Alex says Wayne is gross. That's great, Alex. Where we were was nice. So, but being a weird New Jerseyan. He says it's dirty.
Dirty with an extra Y.
I say, have you ever been to Manhattan? Manhattan is dirty.
I don't have an opinion on Wayne because I didn't see much of it.
Nope. I just was there for the event.
Which is pretty awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
It's cool seeing everybody's builds.
Most definitely. And meeting some people face to face.
Absolutely.
Where'd you go? Feel like I threw it away.
Oh no.
Oh, that's okay. Ooh, wow, I'm glad that I looked in here. There's a roll of polycaps in this bag. That would be very disappointing if I was like, just going along and then needed some polycaps. Yeah. Alright, I gotta find that piece. Okay, no, I threw it next to the garbage. I didn't throw it in the garbage, but because I thought I threw it in the garbage, I found the missing polycaps. So, go and chalk that one up to a win. Oh, and these are for the Valkyrie too.
When
Those
I
are-
move, I'm going to find so many parts I lost.
And then all of your kits will be complete.
Figure out a plan how to pack it all up.
That is something that I too have been thinking about as I have an immense collection of fragile things. Like the Lego, I can just dismantle. That's not an issue, but it's all of the kits. What do you do with all the kits? So sleepy, Stephanie.
Yep.
All tuckered out from that big weekend up in the hills. I'm joking, of course.
We didn't really get to do much outside because the bugs were vicious.
Oh no. Really?
Yep.
Huh. Must not have gotten like the cold that we got down here then.
Oh, it was chilly, but
Or are they just resilient? Little SOBs.
yeah, see
SOBs and SO flies.
there's a bug bite right here.
Oh yeah.
And then I had one right here and made my finger swell up.
Heck.
Got one there. Got one there. I had one on my forehead.
Hmm.
Gave me a big old goose egg.
Yeah, I too have the same reaction to bug bites. That weird anaphylactic swelly up, actually. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm excited about the new place. Get
Cool. Yeah, you guys got a house.
My own office.
Very nice. They're calling you Professor Andy. Gently crush the components together. Okay. I will not break any tabs today. This I vow.
Remember that victory kit they teased? And everybody thought it was the second victory. Haven't heard anything about it since.
That's the. Is it the heavy weapons Verka?
I don't think so.
I didn't just show a picture of it in the Hobby Japan. Might be wrong. Is it this? Or is this the first one?
It. I don't think it's that. It was
The one with all the bells and whistles?
yeah, it was supposed to be like a step between Victory Gundam and V2. Didn't have any of the yellow on it.
With the V dash.
They already have a kit of that.
Yeah, this is just. I'm just going through what's in the book. The magazine. This just must be assembling the regular old victory. Oh, not the two. Yeah, the two assault buster is what I'm thinking of, and that's this one. It's not that one. Right, not the Victory 2 assault buster.
Right.
Right. I don't know.
It just annoys me when they tease something and then seem to forget about it.
It's like it just doesn't matter then.
Makes you wonder how many kits they have developed and ready to go. They just haven't released them.
Everything in pre-production. Sand. Sandy Andy. Here. Alex got quiet. He must be doing the break fast. Have you ever built a Super Nova?
No. Not a big enough wing fan to get them.
Oh, I just like the Sandrock's look, honestly. And then the heavy arms is just a nice upgrade. I got the heavy arms from Bandai as well because I like the Gatlings and all the missiles. And
Yeah.
I don't really like Wing as a series, but I like the suits. The Buster's cool. Those are a really fun kit to build.
Did you get the new XS?
I did not get the new one. I have the old one. That's what I put together the other day, or the other week, 2 weeks ago. It used to be over there until the air conditioner got put in. And the
Huh.
air conditioner temperature of the air takes precedence over the model kit. But no, he's over there across the room. It's a good kit. I need a better place to store it.
Yeah, it's quite large.
That's why I haven't put together the deep striker yet.
Same.
It's like someday I have the room.
I think I'm gonna upgrade my XS with deep striker parts.
Nice. I was kind of thinking about going the other way and upgrading my deep striker with excess parts.
Huh. Which parts specifically?
I don't know. I'd have to build the deep striker first, but the XS has a bunch of fun bits, and the only things that it has that it necessarily wouldn't need to swap over would be, unless I wanted to add an arm,
Yeah.
like add an arm to it and then change the way that radome integrates to the whole thing. Extra skirt boosters, it's a way to start. And then of course, a lot of scratch buildy, greebly bits. I got this. I don't remember who did it, who got them online, but somebody on the YouTubes or not YouTubes, hang on, Instagrams. I have a couple of extra parts. Anybody need some IBO runners? I got a few. Most of those are full. But I got this kit, the Death Star attack set. And why, you might ask? It wasn't because it comes with a cool little X-Wing fighter, which it does, and that's cool. It's a bonus. But I got it because it has all of these, like, greebly bits.
Yes.
Right? It's all just like all greebles and just plates upon plates upon plates upon plates of detail components that I can just do a quickie dump mold casting of. Exhaust ports, towers, and stuff, like all of these weird things. I can just do like I said, a quickie dump mold style, a one-part mold where you just dump resin into it and get, copies, and then take those for detailing.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So somebody was like, "Yeah, if I use these on my GBWC, Bandai can't get pissed because it's Bandai parts." And I said, "That is genius, and I will do the same, except I will copy them with resin, and I will not worry about the consequences because I won't be probably using them on GBWC build." You think all I do is build stuff that Bandai likes? Kids. Did you think any more about that Maquet and Gundam that Zach is running?
I've got some ideas floating around, but nothing solid yet.
Nothing's biting, per se.
Yeah. I do have a Lunadiver Stingray,
Mm-hmm.
but I was wanting to do that up in my case style, so I gotta think of something else.
Sure. Or just, I was thinking about it. I don't have to enter every contest.
True.
It's okay if I don't enter this one. Who knows? Maybe I'll get really inspired, that month of July before it's. You won't. Your wedding's coming up. You got enough shit on your
Yeah. Wedding and moving.
Got none of that. Well, I do actually. I'm going to try and move. I'd like to try to move this year sometime. But Not quite as easy here in the city.
We lucked out.
Alex says I can't enter every contest because I win them all. Yeah, no, I don't. Wise guy.
You've done pretty good though.
I do okay. I'm making a cool model. I try to do my best. That's all.
I think I've done pretty well too.
Yeah, you should. You have, and I'm sorry that I didn't just come out and say that. You didn't have to say that. So you also,
I wasn't fishing,
yeah,
but considering how new I am to the hobby, relatively.
yeah. And I put plastic models together when I was a little kid, but it's been like what 9 to 11 or 12 I put together models. Probably assembled 18, 19 models in that amount of time.
Stephanie, you and me lucked out because we found the listing on a Wednesday, had a viewing on Friday, signed the lease on the following Tuesday.
Nice. Yeah, I got to get out there, get on that Zillow, get on the media sites, start a looking. It's been, the thing that's been holding us up for so long has been, having the dog. And now it's just been trying to recuperate from not having the dog. So it's kind of weird. But it's not going to fix itself, so
Yeah.
there you go. Hopefully we get the same kind of luck. We had found this great place down in Brunswick, which was like these awesome 70s style, almost like condos, more than they were even like an apartment.
Huh.
It had like some of them were 2 floors with like vaulted ceilings. Everyone had a fireplace, like big living room, like great room style to dining room with like a kitchen, 70s, 1970s style horseshoe kitchen,
Huh.
Bathroom, bedroom. Um, yeah, really nice. The only stipulation was to live there, you had to own a dog.
Really?
Yep. A lot of times they're like, and they were like, we don't care the dog. It doesn't matter. Any kind of dog. As long as you have a dog, you meet all the other criteria, you can rent here. Parking spaces for cars, like included with your lease and everything. It's like, wow, it was almost perfect, except there wasn't transportation for us to get back to the city. And both of us were nowhere near ready to change careers. So,
Hmm.
even a good price. But I know there's got to be more of that stuff out there.
Yeah, the rental agent we went through was quite the talkative type.
You went through a realtor or
No, the listing we found, uh, contact information was for somebody who works um, with the owner.
oh, good. That's better. I prefer to deal with like the proprietor of the building than a management company or like shady realtors.
Hey, Violet's here. What's up, Violet?
Oh,
One of my Walt's Hobby Town buddies.
cool. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the show. To the chat portion, I guess.
GT. Tommy, pull up GT. What's it say? It says right here that it gets rid of everything but the fillings in their teeth.
Really just like the look of this kid. I've never even seen the Sandrock on screen in the anime. Well, you know what? I suppose when Mobile Suit Breakdown goes through it, I will pay attention. That'll be the one way for me to be able to get through it, is if Tom and Nina are suffering along with me. Oh wow, that's just a shoulder. Really?
Sorry, no Paul today.
Ah, yes, CB, no Mr. Paul today. If you'll reference the title, it is Live at the Workbench with Paul and Brian minus Paul plus Andy. Kind of a mouthful, but really gets it across.
Hopefully, at the new place, I can do streams more frequently.
Yeah.
I don't do them much now because when you're doing them, I'm hanging out with Stephanie, and I just don't really feel like doing it by myself.
Oh. Well, you can always get a person to come along, like myself, Don, or Alex. All of you's available. You don't have to be alone, Andy.
I know.
We're here for you.
My other idea for the backpack was to use the heavy arms that I got from the parts bin.
Oh, right.
At Waltz, we have a community parts bin, and somebody put a heavy arms, like a complete heavy arms in there.
Wow. I am letting you present so that I can check out what's going on in my Discord here. Oh, it's from Alex.
Hello, Chase. So whoever built this tried to repair this part and didn't do a very good job. and I don't know if it'll show up on here, but the nubs aren't. Let's see here. I can't see what I'm showing. The nubs are pretty bad too. Plus, I couldn't really figure out how to attach it. But it's cool to have extra parts.
Definitely. Always good.
That was your heavy arms, Violet? I didn't mean to insult your building.
Oh my.
Oh wait, was that one of your friends? Seem to remember that. Okay, it was some Reddit person.
Alright. Oh.
So, hey, random Reddit person, clean your nubs.
Yeah, Reddit person. To call them nubbins instead of nubs. Oh. Alright, I'm stealing it back. Actually,
I'm Chase. I'm working on a full armor Thunderbolt. And
and I am on that Super Nova Sandrock. Or Model Heart. If you wanted to look them up now. Best part about undergating is it hides that shit. Worst part about undergating is you gotta get rid of that undergate.
Yeah. Even though the manual says cut twice, you end up cutting once and then twice and then getting out your hobby knife.
Oh, you know me, I roll file.
Da 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 da.
But I've been using files.
Jeff is here.
Knee high to a duck. Hey, speaking of ducks, it's Jeff. I don't know what that means, but I said it. Oh crud! Oh crud buckets! Another one! Another one! Another one! Is this fancy sound file? No, that's good. That's nice. Start the party. Jeff's around.
Yay, party.
Time to unbutton those flannels down one more button to one button unbuttoned. Jeff's around. Hey, Calabra. Calabra chilies. Who's that? Look, I guess that's right. Very nondescript instructions. Oh, heck dang. Another Evergate, Andy.
No.
I'm gonna have to get a little ticker going in the corner of the screen. Ding, ding. I can hear the telltale sounds of Sims coming over. Ah, yes. You've missed out on such conversation.
Yeah. I'm talking your ear off over here.
You didn't see narrative yet, did you, Andy?
I have not.
Neither have I.
I want to, but I don't feel like chasing down a pirate copy.
Yeah, true. Me either.
At least not until the Blu-rays are out.
Yeah, I'll probably pick it up because that's what I do.
Yeah.
It'll be good for. I like those OVAs and like single run movies are, even if they're not like really good, they're good enough just to put on in the background on like a lazy Sunday or something. Something to kick back and chill without having to go through 4 hours of Netflix trying to figure out what to watch.
Yeah.
It's got that.
Stephanie and I have been rewatching The Expanse.
Oh, excellent. Colleen is going to start rereading The Expanse.
Ha ha. Stephanie also just finished listening to the most recent audiobook.
Nice. Yeah, it's her. It's called Summer Series that she's going to read this year.
I love those books.
I haven't read them yet.
Do it! Do it now!
I don't devote a lot of time to reading. I spend a lot of time here at the Workbench. I don't know if that sounds like an excuse or not, but it is. Let's see what we got here. Yikes. Well, it's good to hear that you're going to get that moose, Jeff. Stuck watching Kung Fu movies. CB, what Kung Fu movies are you watching? I've seen a few good Kung Fu movies in my day. I've seen a bunch of really bad ones as well. That's right. There and there. Heavenly Sword Demon Blade. That is a good one. There's another one that's not bad out there that's just called The Blade. It's also very good. I've always been a fan of 36 Chamber, but that's, everybody knows 36 Chamber.
Not me.
The old Jackie Chan Drunken Master ones from back in the day. Those ones are good.
That was
There's
an atomic yawn.
what's an atomic yawn? There's a kung fu film out there somewhere that is sometimes called Monkey Kung Fu, and is also called Floating Snake Monkey's Paw, something like that. I think.
Huh.
It's a pretty good film. It's weird. It's pretty campy. Really really low image quality, but I enjoy that film quite a bit. There is a bootleg kung fu shop, or there used to be, anyways. Like 2-3 blocks from my house down in Fulton. I haven't been in there in a while, but I used to get a bunch of really great, bootleg films, bootleg kung fu films from there. Back when. Shoulders starting to come together a little bit. Oh, Big Trouble in Little China is great. Yes.
That's a classic.
Yeah. Old Jack Burton. When the rain is crashing and the thunder's rashing, the lightning's blasting out your eyes. Tell you what you do. Old Jack Burton on the Pork Chop Express. You look old Death Square in the eye and you say, I don't know. But it's a classic.
I really like how that movie subverts the action hero trope. 'Cause Jack Burton doesn't do squat during the whole movie. He just wants his truck back.
Mostly. Wouldn't mind not dying.
Yep.
As well. Low pan. All right. Got me some beefy shoulder pads going here. Some elements swing. Reminiscing about couching tiger. What was I? What was I gonna watch? I was thinking about watching a couple of them. One was Hero, Jet Li.
I remember that one.
Seen that? Hero and let's see, Jet Li.
Forbidden Kingdom.
Mm-mm. It's kind of like the same. It's based on the same character that Ip Man is based on, or like that sort of tale. What's it called? Cyborg Girl. Oh, I think I've heard of that. Though I haven't seen it. The newer, like, somewhat heavily CG'd, blood filled Ninja Assassin that came out a few years back. It's a not a bad film if you're into just watching a movie with good effects and ninjas. Kung Fu Hustle, always good. Anything Stephen Chow though. Have you seen Kung Fu Hustle yet, Mr. Andy?
Don't believe so.
That's a good one, and so is Shaolin Soccer. They're both Stephen Chow films.
Interesting.
Very good. Kung Fu Hustle has like an older, like 1930s style to it. I think a little bit, maybe 30s, maybe yeah, 30s sounds about right. Oh wait, I need that piece. Did I cut that out yet? No. Is this piece? CB's agreeing with me in chat. Hard not to agree with a good movie. If you want to watch some movies that are sort of martial arts related films, but sort of not, go for Takashi Miike's 13 Assassins and Izo. Izo is definitely more extreme than 13 Assassins, but 13 Assassins is extreme, to say the least. Izo is crazy. There's one about basketball. Oh my gosh. I didn't know he did that one. We're getting into Air Bud territory here with that.
Oh no.
Sharp. Stephen Chow did a great two-part film called it's called the Chinese Odyssey is what they call it on like the collection of the two. But one of the movies is called Pandora's Box, and the other one is like shit, what is it? Sleeping Beauty or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but these two great tales that deal with like the Ox King and the Monkey King, or like the Bull King or whatever, and the Monkey King, and it's like time travel, and it's great. It's good comedy and like you know filming, and yeah, it's fun. It's a fun film.
I like fun movies.
Yeah, that's another thing about Kung Fu Hustle and Shaolin Soccer is they're both incredibly fun. They're action comedies. Kung Fu Hustle is absolutely amazing. Journey to the West is pretty good. But there are so many versions of it. Oh right, I saw. Did I see that once? I think I saw a version of that once. The sound of the runners.
silly cats. I do like being outside.
What's the stuff out there to hunt
Yeah.
and stalk around and play with? Our one cat often tries to get out the door. Here in the apartment, she once disappeared for the better part of a week, but just in the house. So
Yeah.
she was somewhere. She was actually in between floors.
Huh.
Yeah. Eventually, we coaxed her back out with some kitty food.
How does that work?
House has been under construction since before we moved in and has not progressed since. It's only been a decade, so you know, who's counting? But yeah, there's a space on the upstairs floor where you can. There's like an opening on the stairwell where it wasn't fully finished, as it's an old brownstone.
Hmm.
And she snuck her little butt up in there and crawled in between the rafters.
I've only had indoor cats.
It's an indoor cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stuffed cats are
Oh,
free runners.
gotcha. A real Tom around town, as it were. Oh, yeah, definitely. Don't let your blind kitties outside. And yes, coyotes are coyote. They're definitely not a thing to F with. Got those where I come from.
Yeah. Maggie's mostly blind. And it's so cute to watch her try to look at things.
Oh, yeah? She get really close, or?
Oh, she just turns her head and squints with that one eye.
That one good eye.
Well, it's not very good.
Oh. Is it better than the other one, then?
She only has one eye.
Oh, well, there you go. It's infinitely better than the other one.
Yeah, she's definitely a doofus.
That's okay. Takes all kinds. So many tiny little undergates. Hey, boss, how many undergates should we put on these parts? Oh, I don't know. You know, they said they wanted undergates, so go to town. All right, 3 gates per part it is.
Hey, Vinny, you put those undergates in there?
Yeah, boss, I did. I sure did. I did good.
Even though it looks cool, I don't think I want the RG crossbone. I don't think my fingers could handle all the teeny parts.
Oh, right. You know, I got the new on pre-order, but at this point, I think I'm just starting to collect them.
Yeah.
I have the Sinanju and the unicorn limited edition unicorn box, um, which is no different kit than any other one, but just a different color, different box. And then I have the upgrade parts, the P-Bandai upgrade parts for the Sinanju. And then I have the new coming, so I should get the Sazabi. Those will all live together in a box in a closet somewhere and never see the light of day. Exactly. Yeah, I just put together the Mark II as my only RG, and ugh.
Thought the unicorn was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I have heard good things as well. I just, like I said, I haven't put anything together. That line.
Sazabi was pretty awesome.
Wouldn't mind doing the Zagok out of that real grade line. I'm a fan of the Zagok.
That one hasn't grown on me yet.
Oh, good. I got a soft spot for those weird Xeon suits. So. Kindred spirits. I look weird in a suit. They are a weird suit.
I think I look okay in a suit.
Stephanie, do you?
Think she will say I look great in a suit.
CB says that he's only interested in the MG and RE Zaku that are coming out. Now, do you mean the new Master Grade? That's the new one that's being released? Terrible, we've described that.
The Seed Zaku?
Yeah, the new one. It's called. Yep. Great. Wedding suit in particular. Nice. Yeah, I have that one on pre-order as well. I am excited about that. I was looking at some of the kids in the Mobile Suit Breakdown Discord. We're talking about the newer piping for that. There's like a new ball joint gimmick for that that connection, and it's not like all the little beans on a tube anymore, or beans on a stick. It's like little parts that you snap together, and they make like more of a flexible sort of thing.
Kind of like what they did on the Exceed head.
Yeah, I don't have one handy. It's over there in the case, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, where it's like a two parts, and then there's like a double ball joint that you snap over it, or you snap it over, or whatever. That sort of thing.
That sounds like it would solve a lot of problems.
Yeah. Well, they've only had 40 years to figure it out. Just kidding, they didn't start making complex kits right away.
They had weird looking plastic toys.
Yeah. Get that G Fighter in there. Or the transformation. It's like, oh yeah, you just put it in here where you already closed it. You son of a... This purple is a whole lot more pastel than I remember it being in my mind. Well, that's cool. Right, so there's your gimmick. Almost there.
Come to daddy.
Put it back together. Bob's your uncle, Flora's your aunt. All right, I put some parts together. Time for a little bit of sake.
Never had sake.
Really? It's pretty good. I hate to have to say this, but the next time you come to the city, we'll go out and get some dope sushi and sake. Or we'll, oh, dude, no. If you guys can come to the city sometime, it's gonna sound dumb. I'm trying to make you come to the city, which is such a freaking trek. We can go to Ichiran on Johnson in Brooklyn, which is the sister store or shop to Ichiran in Tokyo, Japan.
Huh.
They make the fire ramen. I'll treat you to it because it's expensive, so I'll be buying. But yeah, really good.
Might have to take you up on that.
They don't. I don't think they really have sake there, but they have some beers. And they have like a matcha beer, which is like matcha tea and beer mixed together.
Huh.
It's really crazy. But yeah, it's cool. It's like just a couple stops off the or a couple of blocks off the Morgan train. Morgan stop on the L train. But I spit it out.
Can't say exactly when we'd be able to get down to the city, but
No pressure on you.
definitely going to keep that in mind.
It is an open invitation.
Likewise, if you're ever upstate. I think this looks pretty cool with all the armor on it.
The chat window out of the way so we can see. No, it won't let you show because I have music going in the background.
So, Jeff, Paul had some household maintenance to do with regards to air conditioning.
There we go. Steph doesn't like sake. Oh, Steph. There's lots of different kinds of sake. You might be surprised. But yeah, Mr. Polly is doing homeowner things. I was lucky enough that Andy was free for the evening to join me on the live stream.
I'm always down for a live stream
Yeah.
when I can.
I think eventually here, Paul and I will switch channels over. I've been saying this now for months, but we'll switch channels to have it just be live at the Workbench. And then the two of us can run it at will.
There's an idea.
So Paul could host if he wanted to. We'll get his dual camera going. It's this one. Ooh, now that's a nice color. It looks like blue on the camera, but it looks more like purple, like a bold violet.
Yeah, it does look blue here.
Yeah. But like this looks almost like gray, right?
That looks like periwinkle to me.
Yeah, it is super pastel. 2, 3, that's these guys. Did somebody say violet? Getting some Northern Iowa Panther colors going on here. They're also coincidentally the same colors of the Minnesota Vikings. Not my fault. No, the thing about sake is it's actually not very alcoholic for the most part. The stuff that I've been drinking is incredibly easy to drink. I will often have this one kind that is, let's see, that is a plum version.
Huh.
And it is quite sweet and tasty. Gotta be careful though, you can drink a whole bottle really quickly. Because of that. So wait, Violet's favorite color is yellow. What a compliment! Sorry. Really stretching for that art joke. Just lean for it.
Dang it. I was knocking stuff over.
Oh, it happens. Especially if you have one of those like crazy long streams. You like fall asleep in your chair right when they cut to you.
Oh,
Yes. Stephanie, you should try it.
skipping the big backpack because I already have one on there.
Oh, did you not have the rest of the armor on it?
No, I just put it on tonight.
Ah, see, I'm putting it all together right now in my own way, in my head. For the first time. Ah,
Null armor. Thunderbolt. You got all the puns tonight.
Need sound effects. I don't think my sound effects board is going to work properly for this. Due to the fact that I ripped it out of a children's book. Has a dope elephant noise, though.
Sounded like some little man screaming.
Sound effects. Only the highest quality for you guys. All the noises. I got them all. Everyone that's important, like whistling. No, I was right. Dang it, it is danged. Yeah, I like that actually. That's pretty fun. God dang it, Bobby.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, damn. It's more like Cartman, but still, he's such an annoying voice. Bobby Hill. Fortunately, I watch it. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, I watch a lot of King of the Hill in the morning. It's the only thing that's on down here with our current cable package, which is mildly affordable. Why is it that cable costs so much? Inception. Yo. Whew. That was a slog putting these shoulders together. Eh. My God. I think that's about as far as the Sandrock is going to get this fine evening. Pull the torso back over here. Torsty. 10 hours of just wong, wong, wong. Sounds like torture.
People will make 10-hour videos of everything.
Alright. Looks like the top of his mask is pulled down over his eyeballs. Seems kind of weird. I know it's just style, but why is it so far over his eyes? Yeah? Like it doesn't. It's like, hey, little guy, why can you not see? Because your eyes are way up inside there. Looks pretty neat though, right?
Got that angry look to it.
It is a tiny freaking kid though. Look at this damn thing. Master grade meat 10-inch hands. Like,
Looks about the size of a high grade.
yeah, I mean, here I just pull the Reno scale. Re 100, re. Huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't really, They're buddies. What kind of buddies are that? Close buddies. Well, according to the pictures on the instructions, this thing is supposed to be pretty impressive. I guess it still does get quite a bit of extra doo-doo on it. What in the heck?
That's not the right part.
Oh, I see. What a mess.
What's up, Oliver?
Hey, Mr. Oliver. All right, okay, let's do this. Of course, but of course. I dropped my soundboard.
Oh no. Surprisingly, I haven't dropped any pieces tonight.
I dropped one that was very easy to find. So, just that shoulder. Oh no, I dropped another one too, but I was also missing. Watching the chat update.
The old food trick to get a cat to do what you want. Hey, thanks, Oliver.
Oh, nice. Yes, I agree with Oliver. Congratulations once again, you guys. Good stuff, man. Weird. Just keep saying that every time I look at the instructions and see how this thing goes together. Just keep... that is weird. I guess once I put the arms on it, it will look really beefy, probably.
Yeah.
I will say, though, for a raw kit, it does look quite nice. I think just in its normal. Like the part separation, the color separation is really nice and crisp, very evident. None of that is stickers at all. It's all just parts. I mean, the chest was 27 parts or something. But
I kind of prefer the Endless Waltz version.
oh. Well, I don't have that one yet.
Neither do I.
I could get it to do a comparison. I do have the pardon me. I do have the heavy arms and the heavy arms custom from Super Nova. Oliver's girlfriend entices him home with the same technique of shaking the bag of food. Well, there you go, Stephanie. Changes come. Big swing. Just don't go bonkers, okay? because it can happen. Try to remember to stay level-headed. I don't know about you, Mr. Andy, but I think I am at a stopping point for the evening on this.
Yeah, me too. Though I am wondering if it's possible to mount the shield, any of the 4 shields here, without the missile launcher or the double beam rifle. So I don't feel like building one of those.
Do not own that kit yet. Hope to own it soon, though. I like it a lot. Stephanie's just listing off all the things that are changing.
Oh yeah.
Marital status is probably the least consequential one. You'd be surprised at how much the same being married to the person that you love is to just being in love with them. It's nice, though.
I'm excited.
Well, of course, you should be excited. And it is an exciting time. It's a good thing. I guess too, you guys don't live together, so that's one thing that will be dramatically different. I'm sure you'll be just fine. Everybody drives everyone else crazy. That's just the nature of the beast. It's the nature of being a people. If you didn't drive each other crazy, you probably wouldn't be people. There would be the real question. Be like, okay, what is really wrong here that we're both avoiding? Whoa, Jeff, 10 companies in 12 years. I've been with the same company for almost 14 years. How about that? Definitely not tech industry, though. It's craftsmanship. And raising the old eyebrow. Alright. 10 companies in 22 years. That makes more sense, Jeff.
That's a little bit more believable.
Yeah, a bit more reasonable. Just for your own peace of mind. Oh, wow.
I've been with the same company for about a decade.
Something kind of nice about that. It's also a little bit can kind of hold you back a little bit, I'm sure, too.
Yeah.
Like me. I could be potentially held back a little bit, but at the same time, it also facilitates my lifestyle quite well right now, so doing good. Well, what do you say, my good friend?
I'm about ready to call it a night.
Call this showdy a wrap.
It is a night.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This has been Live at the Workbench with Paul and Brian, minus Paul plus Andy. I'm Bro Builder, Brian Dunclow. You can find me on here and Instagram and Twitch and stuff like that. And not Twitch so much, but Twitter. And yeah. And my cohort this evening, take it away.
Oh. Hi. It's late.
Where can they find you, Andy?
On the internet.
Uh-huh.
I'm backstepped pretty much everywhere.
Yep. On your social medias, you can find him under Backstept at Instagram and the Twitters. And are you on Reddit, right? Yeah, he's on Reddit,
Yep, Facebook.
and all the things. Come hang out. Talk to us about things. If you have questions about what we're building tonight, feel free to ask us. We'll probably be happy to talk about the cool things we like. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next Wednesday, maybe with Andy, maybe without Andy. We'll find out. You'll have to tune back in to see.
Yeah, probably not next Wednesday, but
His date.
looking forward to next time.
Excellent. Me too, Andy.
Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
again. Good night.